Okay, so barring, so I was surprised. I thought the fixing her was going to be the end of it. So I thought that was going to be it, and I thought that's why people were complaining, is because it didn't end with a big climactic fight or anything like that. But then I was like, oh, okay, I'll go to rest, and there'll be a final cutscene, maybe setting up for the epilogue and shit. But no, it's like nope, shit really hit the fan. So there is going to be this big climactic scene. So I'm curious to see how it shakes out. Presumably, this should be the end. It just keeps on going. I'm surprised how long this took to do the story, because it's like there's been like three days, been like 3 hours total, like maybe longer. 3 days where I'm like, okay, I'll do the story. It's kind of started slow. Hell, it was mostly slow for the most part, but like they already had two combat things, so I was still surprised that they were like, nope, there's another combat thing, and this one seems pretty involved. It's like, yeah, 5 combat squads, so it's like, presumably we have to. The fact that they even like highlighted them makes me think that we're gonna have to play as all of them, but we'll see. My thought is that maybe we're gonna have to actually control each one of the 5 squads and do a little fight or something.
皆聞け。これから始まるのはエイヒ地区。いや、新エリートの存亡に関わるかつてない戦いだ。我ら雲岳さんと共にはびこる異常なミアズマを排除し、ラマニアンホローの拡張を阻止してもらいたい。
そうそう、このあの時のこと？そうちゃんね。君は生命家に選ばれた剣士。人混みの中でもすぐに
Yeah, I mean, from her perspective, where everything is so transactional, and you have to have value to be loved or liked, her being the only sword wielder, and the sword wielder having power like that, inherently means that she has value. So I get it.
そしてザオちゃんは。ザオちゃん、急にどうしたの？私、どんなに認めたくなくても、人と人の間にはやっぱり生まれつきの違いがあるよね。才能とか運命とか、人によって呼び方はいろいろだけど。その点ザオちゃんはとにかくさっき舞台を分けるとき、みんなのまだって黒枝には才能に恵まれた人たちがたくさんいるんだもん。ダイヤちゃんは亡くなった人たちの声が。
I mean, does he have the wisdom experience of a long life? Like, we know he's a robot. We don't know how long he is. Because, that's the thing, is a robot like that could be 5 years old for all we know, right? He could be super young. Now, obviously, we know he's older than that. We know he was there 11 years ago during the catastrophe who helped people within the Lemnian Hollow before. So it's not, so we know he's at least 11 years old, but he could just be 11 years old, or he could be 12 years old, right? So I do think that's kind of weird, though. One of the best that was a lie. It's like, well, yeah, it's weird because she bragged about her being her having a perfect success rate, right? She bragged about having 100% success rate at every single one of her missions. Like, that's good. Like that. Because, regardless of what your talents are, the only thing that matters are results. You could be the most talented individual in the world, like Deolin can hear voices of the dead, great. But if she's failing every mission, or she's failing 50% of her missions, who the fuck cares, right? It doesn't really matter if she has that talent, if it doesn't, if it's not able to get the results of succeeding,
ちゃんだけちょっと気を緩めたらクロエダなんて
And I get it, right? She might have been bragging about the success rate. You know, but even still, like, 100% success rate is still really good.
だから上昇腐敗なんて肩書きにしがみついて
I don't know. I think
失敗したらそこで終わりって恐怖に追い立てられてお膝をすりむきながら
I mean, and true, yes, yes. She knows that she just has no other talent, no other ability other than her success rate. So if she loses that, then she's kind of fucked. To a degree, right? I mean, even if she fails one mission, you know, she's still, like, being that successful is still really good, right? It's still really good that you are that successful. You know? Sure, Unbeaten Legend definitely sounds better, but, like, having a 99% success rate is still pretty damn good.
みんなにはお肉が好きって言ってるのに嘘本当はお野菜の方が好きだけどザオちゃんずっと前から言おうと思ってたんだけど
I was gonna say, like, well, because I didn't know, because I didn't know if she was, like, actually, you know, she actually did like meat, you know, as a subversion of expectations, where it's like, oh, she's a rabbit, she likes carrots, right? But she's like, no, I like meat. But it seems like, no, she actually does like carrots, but she is putting on a front, which I think is a little stupid. Like, I mean, I get it, right? Like, on some level, she was like, yes, you know, she's trying to subvert expectations, but yeah, a little silly.
そんな風に自分を卑下しないでこの世界は価値のある人だけのものなんかじゃないあなたがごめんなさいみんなこの先
苦しいか疲れたか思い出せ呪いと祝福を宿す神の声
リン大丈夫頭でも痛いの
Oh, it's us. Where the chat? Wait, what? Oh, interesting. I thought that might have been something that Zhao Gong was hearing. But no, it's us. Interesting.
大丈夫ただまたあの変な声が聞こえ
Wait,
て
again? When did we hear this voice again?
始まりの主の力に影響私たちの目標は始まりの主の力の源を見つけて封印すること
Oh, this not. Wait, where is this then? How are there 10 chests here? You know? This is just a really small fucking area. How the fuck are there 10 chests here? I mean, even still, there's not that many chests.
Ken, 我が心のごとし ケイン我が心のごとし
I
やっと見つけたぞ。前回は油断したが、今度はそう簡単にはに。
あなたは。
その通りだ、お嬢さん。渡さないと言っても。
そんなに生命権が欲しいの？
その鉄くずをどうする？
命令通りにね。ザオちゃん、そうだ。
お嬢さん、寝言黒枝はあくまでトップスに属する組織。そして生命権の奪取は
生命権の奪取ってザオちゃん本当なの？
どうやらザオさんは僕たちの味方じゃないみたいだ。
そんな、何かの誤解だよ。ザオちゃんは何度も助けてくれたんだから。ちゃっ、ほっ、あなたの後ろ。ほっ、白き乾燥の知らせ。雪明かり。
よし、応援が来たな。まったく厄介なターゲットだ。どうすべきかはわかるだろう。
私は誰も傷つけたくなくても、あなたたちが。春光の言う通り、生命権は渡さないから。こうしてる間にもラマニアンフォローはどんどん広がってる。
霊飛地区がフォローに飲まれる。それは大変だな。で、俺たちはここへ仕事に来ただけだ。上からのお達しでは生命権が手に入りさえ、黒枝の採血官様もこれ。
黙ってて。
なあ、お前も生命権をどうしてそんな風に突っ立ってる？ああ、なるほど。
黙ってって言ったよね。黒枝の採血官ザオが命じるよ。ザオちゃん。分かってる。君はザオちゃんが。
お前
だったら何かな。
黒枝における利益の採血官ザオ、聞いたことがあるぞ。元は流れ者だったが、黒枝の現ボスに気に入られてトップスに。黒枝を裏切りトップスに背けば
それこ
その席に着くのは容易ではなかったはず。愚かな。利益を裁く立場だが、そういうことならはっきり言わせてもらおう。あくまでもそちら側に立つという、それだけじゃない。上にも報告させてもらう。これが最後のチャンス。トップスを裏切って全て失い無価値な存在に戻るのか。
もういいの。富も名誉も肩書きも全部いらない。今はただ友達と一緒に最後まで戦いたい。君たちは使命を果たして。大丈夫、ザオちゃんすぐ追いつくよ。パパッとやったー。
行動の最深部、そこが僕たちの目的地だ。
これって前に見た
僕の目には何も見えない。ということは
お前の死、カロ
カローレ。
まだわからないふりをするのか。 お前たちの言う窮と陥落はカローレが自らの手で引き起こしたものではないか。お前も彼女のように原初の無垢なる混沌にして静寂なる虚無へと帰るのだ。
あんたは一体何なの？リー、大丈夫？具合悪いの？
おそらく喧嘩。
そこには殺生も裏切りもなく果てしない贖罪の道もない。ただ永遠にして究極絶対の解放があるのみ。さあ子供よ。
私たちの先生はそんな人じゃないもん。リン、安心して、もう平気だよ。それで思い出したんだけど、真由美、浮かぶ岩って、もしあなたが見た幻覚が始まりの主の力は最初からラマニアを。まずいかも。他のエリアにいるみんなに
なるほど。わかった。リンは始まりの
実は君がこの前ミス・サンブリンガーの消失に関する話をした。始まりの主はミス・サンブリンガーを自らの使者に変え、その力を模して他の使者たちを作り出した。
何をその噂。ミス・サンブリンガーが始まりの主に従ったなんて。
Oh, okay, so I was thinking that it was going to be. That was. Yeah, turn the entire world. My assumption was that was going to happen. I assumed they were not from this world, and they were someone from the other world, from another dimension, that was trying to break into our dimension. And the hollow bubbles, the hollows were basically trying to contain the ether that was spilling forth from the other dimension, and that the creator was trying to like fully break in and needed to like suffuse the world with ether so that they could, tear apart the boundary between dimensions. But then I was thinking, well, maybe there was someone who was sealed from this world.
始まりの主は彼女に約束したんだ。全ての差異という差異がなくなる新世界を。そうでもしないと人類は同胞への悪意を本当の意味で手放すことなんてできないからね。その世界ではみんな同じだ。争いもなく。
新世界ね。うさんくさいな。どんなさ。
もちろんあくまで噂だから先に進む。ついてきて。
権威我が心のごとし。
治った治った。
なんか変じゃない？まるで今も工事中って感じ。
何かが起きてそのまま時が止まったみたい。
ミス・サンブリンガーが裏切られた時、ミアズマが吹き出し全てを飲み込んだ。まるで世界に復讐するように。まああくまでも噂だよ。浮かぶ岩はこの近くにある。二人とも念のためできるだけ。春光さんがいなければ近づくことすらでき。
あれが浮かぶ岩。
なんか様子が変じゃない？
僕の推測が正しければ、この岩に起きている異常は始まりの主の封印と密接な関係にあるはずなんだ。
私もそう思う。この岩にまさか。
そうかもしれないね。
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious. So, yeah, my thought was initially that the creator was always some sort of like cosmic entity from another dimension, and they found this world and were trying to break through. And so the initial breakthrough was at the Hollow Zero site, where the ether from the other dimension was just swarming in, and then the hollows themselves are just this world trying to protect itself, basically forming a little blister around the incoming ether to trap everything inside. And then my thought was that maybe some people were able to, the creator was able to communicate with some people. So when Carol was doing all her experiments, when everyone was experimenting on, the hollows and trying to figure out what the fuck they were, the creator was able to like communicate with one of the scientists. And during one of the experiments, one of Carol's experiments, one of her fellow scientists made things worse intentionally to widen the gap which caused the catastrophe. That was my initial theory. And then there was like, then all this mysticism shit showed up. And I'm like, or maybe the creator is a human from this world who maybe found a dimension with a bunch of ether, right? And so this was always their goal. They're like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll use the power of ether from this other world to make everything equal, right? And so maybe they were just like, maybe they were fucking shit up, trying to bring ether from the other world, the other dimension in, and became powerful themselves, and were trying to do essentially the same thing of try to make this entire world completely full of ether to equalize us all. But they were stopped by people way back when, who then, sealed this person away. Because I think it was the Kingming Sword that made me think that they were someone from this world, because the fact that the Kingming Sword has two forces inside of it makes me think that the creator created the sword, right? The sword was initially created by the creator, and it was their weapon. But when they were sealed away, the person who sealed away the creator also sealed away the sword, and those are the two forces fighting within the sword. Is the creator portion that was infused when the sword was created, and whoever sealed away the creator, right? So that was kind of my thought, because that would make sense. That would at least explain why there's two forces in the sword, because the sword initially was theirs, and then is now being suppressed by the other force. But it's hard to say, because we don't really have enough information about him. So presumably, I guess, based on the way this is going, I guess the creator is going to get free, and then season 3 will be fighting against the creator and its followers.
だからって今すぐ危険というわけではないけれど。
なら時間。
僕のログに照らせば。
早くコークの底に行かなきゃ。
I don't know. Lock Spring Sea was incredibly suspicious.
剣は自在に操れる。
Oh, I see. So that's all we went over there for? Just that? Okay.
Around 周りにあるのって全部鉱霊石なの？
そう、全部工事の原材料で、ここはそれを採掘するための場所なの。
ダマニアン第二先遣隊行動記録ファイル0103閲覧中。
ここを通った人たちは全員行方不明になるの。前回派遣された調査隊も。
多分強力なエーテリアスが潜んでるんだろう。俺たちは外周の調査だけでいい。ミス・サンブリンガーが拠点に戻ればすぐに解決するさ。
Oh shit! I thought this was a text of everything. I thought this was So I skipped some of these because I thought I saw the text. I'm like, oh, I just read the text instead of listening to it. I didn't realize that this is actually just subtitles of what's currently playing. So if a message is over a few seconds long, there could be multiple things. So I might have been missing something before. I'll have to go back and check my previous voiced stuff that I kind of ignored. Yeah, like if we're able to purify the core, then maybe these flowers will also disappear, too. No need to weaken ourselves too early. It's also crazy that we haven't actually come across a mining site like this before, considering, like, the whole point of this area was, like, the Porcelain Lume sword. It was like, yeah.
しっかり守っていかなきゃね。私たちの家をフォローに飲み込ませるもんですか。
この回、黒い花の数が明らかに増えてる。
The whole point of this area was like,
あっちに大きな広場があるみたい。
the Porcelain, like, Lumite Ore was all the Porcelain Lume company, and that's what we've been fighting against. That's who we've been interacting with, and all that shit. So it is a little crazy that, we've never actually come across a mining site like this before. Like, even in that first part of the game, you know, in the first part of the game where we're like, oh, no, you're fighting, like, you're interacting with the miners, who are mining this shit, and who have been corrupted and affected by the, oh, I see, that's the way to go down. I think. Oh, I see. Yeah, I assume I won't be able to do everything the first run, which makes sense. Realistically, I should stop exploring and just... I'm actually surprised by how many areas we have in this area, this whole thing. Like, each one of the combat things, it's not like each combat thing was like one area and we're just continuously exploring. Like, no, we're like... We're going into multiple areas. I find that very surprising. I just kind of expected that we'd, because like previous ones have all been like, oh, I see, it's not nice. Oh, I see. Oh. It's kind of confusing. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I see. Is it that these generators are working now? No. Okay. It's like I'm supposed to go then. Oh, I see. It's not this here. They're like, go here. I'm like, now go down. I'm like, where? There is no down. Like, cool, Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I must have gotten... It must have directed me here, but then, because I got too close to it, it's like, oh, you got there. But like, no, I didn't actually get there. I was still outside. One aspect of her playstyle that really kind of sucks is how quickly she moves around. It makes it really hard to keep an enemy in focus so that I can be ready to dodge. And it's fine if it's just with one enemy. That's fine. The problem comes from the fact when you have to fight multiple enemies. So even if you're focus targeting on one, even if you're focus targeting on one, even if you're focus targeting on one enemy, you'll get hit by some random other bullshit too. You'll get hit by a random enemy that you're not paying attention to because they're off field or something, and because you're zipping around so much, it makes it hard to keep the camera focused on all enemies. Because if you can be like, oh, I'm going to be in this section, and everything in front of my camera is now all enemies, but with her attack, she'll like zip through the enemies as part of her normal attacks, and she'll zip through the enemies as part of her normal attacks, and then now your camera won't be focused in the right zone anymore, which is frustrating a little bit when fighting lots of enemies. Generally, it doesn't matter too much, but still, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's why I want to come up here, because I was pretty sure that it was the one connected to this gate. Now the gate's open. Make it easy. Come back here later if I need to. Generally, I also like the ones. I like the ones where you can collect all the shit while you explore. I think though, if there's going to be even a single part that you can't find, right? If there's even a single part where you're like, oh, actually, you can't actually do this. Like, you can't actually do this because we're gonna because of story, we're gonna lock you from being able to do that. I think if you're gonna have any part of it be locked, I think you should just not allow any exploration. Like, if you're expecting us to have to come back here anyway, then just don't even have any unlockables. You know, don't let us get distracted by random unlockables.
ミヤズマの影響を受けたエーテリアスに対処している。
異常なミヤズマか。なんということはない。切れたぞ。
Okay, so it seems like I was thinking when they said we're gonna have multiple teams, I was wondering if they were gonna like split us, you know, like we'd actually have to control each team as we were exploring. But it seems like it seems like the main thing is it's gonna be us and Zhao Guang, and all these other guys are just doing stuff in the background, which is kind of cool because that's kind of what happened for Bringer as well. When we fought against Bringer in the Lume Bay or whatever it was, whatever bay that was. When we were fighting Bringer there, basically every group that we interacted with at the time joined us. You know, Bellabog showed up, the Miyabi and her squad showed up too, the Cunning Hair showed up. Now we have more people. We have the Old Ball Squad and Spook Shack and the Yukui Summit.
住んでた家を捨ててに。
いや、皆分かっているんだろう、彼らは。
そっか。
そういうわけでに、
こっちにも黒い花がたくさん。外周より
ああ、それでいいだろう。長騎兵とホロー外周の異常な宮妻はそれと春子、生命権を抜くなとは言わん。だがお前さんたちの目的はあくまで皆の無事と。
権威。
Okay, so oh wow, I missed a lot of shit. Only three chests. I guess all the other stuff. How did I get all this stuff and that only counted as three? Oh yeah, because all they care about is the chests and those little other markers, and all those little bags don't matter. They still want them, obviously, but why not? There we go. Turn it on. You still want them. And like it's like I would say you should at least like put a tally just so we know how many of them we've collected. But generally it doesn't really matter because like once you have the they make it easy and they allow you to find the thing that puts it on the map super quickly. So no. Oh, there it is. Yep. Oh, interesting. So, if you don't use it correctly, it can still fuck the shit inside the thing.
見えた。異常な宮妻よ。向かいの坑道入り口のところ。大きいわね。生命権が反応して、あの坑道の入り口が異常な宮妻の発生源なのかも。
See, that's what I always find weird, right? How is this the source, right? Like, it's just flowers like everything else. I don't see how just, that's why I was surprised when she used her powers before against that monster, and she cleared away the flowers in that, like, room, and then everything was, like, fixed. I'm like, oh, wait, that was it? That was the core? Just flowers? Because, like, we see flowers all over the place. Like, oh, okay, this is the biggest concentration of flowers, and somehow this is the core for all of them? That's kind of weird. I was kind of expecting there to be, like, something, you know? Like an object of some sort. Oh, are we gonna like hold her hand while she uses it? Like, so we're gonna like share our power or whatever? And that's the thing is, I think they kind of mentioned something like it being ancient, and that's why I kind of thought, well, maybe it's an ancient thing from this planet, not from the other dimension. But we'll see.
大丈夫だよ、春子。無理しちゃダメだからね。例えば、地下の入り口ごと封印。
そうね。この力を止められなくても、ちょっとコツはいるけど。 この巨大な、さすが私の
この黒い花を使えば。そう。
生命圏でこの花のエネルギーを操つ。この力をここに封印できれば。この血を持って、魂線の宿命を追い、生命を鎖とし。うまくいったの？
Yeah, I think he's gonna break it, right? Because he looks suspicious, right? I was thinking, oh, is he gonna be like, is he gonna be the one who's gonna like fuck around and like break it or whatever? Yeah, exactly. Because remember, Sunbringer was the one who created, who is the head of the Marcel company, who created the Bangbu and created these little Bangbu. So it's not surprising that if Sunbringer returned, and Sunbringer, if Sunbringer returned, right?
僕の目的は最初
そんなことしたら英飛地区が
愛すべき人類
Yeah, like if Sunbringer went to the creator side, it's very possible that she could have easily influenced the combat Bangbu. You know, it also could be that this guy's been here for yeah. Yeah, well, let's have the burden of thought, right? So it's like, and that's the thing, it's salvation because and that was kind of what I was thinking. The Exalted were trying to turn people into ethereals, like thinking ethereals, perhaps. It's also a little stupid, right? It's like, okay, so his mind being, just kill it then. Just run your sword through it. It's a fucking little tiny Bangbu. Can't you destroy it? Wait, from the agreement. See agreement. Oh, interesting. So fairy. So is it maybe that what the creator is? Is the creator a data construct? Just an AI? I mean, it could be an interdimensional data construct. I mean, I always thought he was. I always thought he was the most suspicious because it's like, okay, sure, right? He's a combat Bangbu. The fact that he, if they were discontinued like ages ago, right? Because like he would have had to have been in here for like over 10 years. The fact that he's even functional when they're known for functionality issues, it's like there's no way in hell that would be possible. So, whatever. See, this is also stupid, right? Because it's like, yeah, well, because 1% of the population is writhing in despair, the entire population should be destroyed. It's like, oh yeah, we can't stop the Exalted. The Exalted are like 1% of the population. You're just saying, oh, well, because you can't stop the 1% from happening, you can't stop these fringe cases of good and of evil and good. It's like the bell curve, right? There's a supreme evil, supreme good on either end of the bell curve. Yeah, the incredibly good and the incredibly evil are also incredibly rare. But you're just like, well, because of the existence of the incredibly evil people, you should just wipe out everybody. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? No, I mean, like, that's the thing. Technically, he's true, right? If he eradicates all... It's like, if everyone's dead, no one can be sad, right? Like, oh, when the creator exists, the true despair will start. It's like, no. Like, as more and more ethereals spring up, and more people die or turned into ethereals, then less and less people will be able to be happy or sad, and therefore there is less sadness, right? But yeah, obviously it's incredibly stupid. It's just like, yeah, it's just the whole, I guess, no one will be unhappy if they're dead, so we'll just kill them all. Problem solved. It's like, oh, that's not really solving the problem. The problem is, how do we make the living people happy? Not how do we stop unhappiness regardless of life or death. And again, like, yeah, Solde was fighting against us, yes, but it was like a small group of people are fucking things up for everybody, and you're just like, well, because we can't stop we can't stop the minority from screwing around with people, we might as well just kill everybody. Like, that's so dumb, you know? Because that's not addressing the issue, right? That's not stopping it from happening. That's just preventing the issue from me. That's just like the condition is this only happens when people are alive. You're like, oh, I'll just stop people from being alive, then the issue can't happen. It's like, that's not solving the issue. Because the issue is not the issue. Just because the issue is not happening doesn't mean it's actually solved. You know, you're just preventing You're just preventing the condition which allows the issue to occur, rather than actually prevent the issue from happening in a situation. The idea is that in a situation where the issue could occur, you want to prevent it from happening then. And like his thing is also already wrong, right? If you're blah, 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 you're meant to live a normal, happy life, not spend your life trapped in endless fear and suffering. Why is she trapped in endless fear and suffering? Because of the sword. Why is the sword a problem? Because of the two forces clashing, one of which is the creator. So basically, the reason for her suffering is you guys. You're saying, oh, the creator can solve these things. It's like, well, you realize my suffering is caused by the creator, right? If the creator didn't exist, this sword wouldn't exist. Or at the very least, this sword wouldn't exist corrupted by the creator. And I wouldn't have to be resisting the clashing of the two powers. The creator wouldn't exist. And so it would just be one power inside and she'd be fine. So your creator directly caused her suffering. Well, no, I guess not directly. Indirectly caused her suffering. But you're like, oh, well, yeah, but you're suffering and that's somehow not my fault. It's like, no, it's totally your fault. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is eternal peace. When nothing is alive to fight, then there it is peaceful, right? Yeah, it is kind of stupid though, because he's like saying, yeah, well, the Exaltus only were able to exist because of all the bullshit in this world. It's like the Exaltus exist and are trying to bring forth the world you're saying is the answer to everything. So it's like you're saying, oh, well, the Exaltus are a result of the world. Yeah, but they're also doing what you want. So how can you say that this is the world's fault when clearly it's your fault? Again, if the creator didn't exist, the Exaltus wouldn't exist either, in the form they are. Maybe they'd be fucking around doing other shit, but the creator is enabling them to do worse shit. Ah, I see. Protect humanity. So it's basically, yes, protect humanity by killing them all. Yes, protecting humanity in the most technical sense. It's like, yes, you're protected, but you're also not alive. Wait, weren't the flowers just there? Wasn't the whole point of this that the flowers were there? Like, wasn't the whole problem was like, oh, the flowers are the core of everything, and it's like, oh, well, because we can't destroy the flowers. Because we can't destroy the flowers, we're gonna seal the mine. But it's like, well, wait a minute, like, the flowers are gone. He just walked through the pathway where the flowers were. You know, so didn't we fix the problem? Weren't those flowers the core? Now, obviously, the flowers are more of a symptom from the creator power bubbling beneath the world. But I don't remember. When she talked about the giant boulders, I can't remember the giant boulders. I don't remember the giant boulders being a thing before.
It's
also kind of like dumb. I was going, dude, he's a fucking little bangboo. Why the fuck didn't you just take your sword and stab him when you had the chance? You know, why would you let him go on this long diatribe? Just chop him in half. Problem solved. At least one less variable. Are we actually going to control them now? Is it like we're going to control each squad to have them do a fight? Or are we just going to... Yeah, because when they said they were going to split into multiple squads, I kind of thought, oh yeah, I kind of thought it'd be something like this, where we'd have to, each one of them would have to do something, right? Where we'd have to do a slight little bit of, we have to do a slight little bit of like exploration and combat with each squad. Oh, I didn't kill the thing over there. Oh, she's not in her skin. Yeah, I forgot. I haven't seen her in her default skin for a while. Miyabi was in Bonnie and Dylan, really? DLN. Yeah, I mean, Miyabi alone is a force to be reckoned with. I thought Miyabi would be with the Section 6 squad, and Banyu and Dylan would be with their own one.
Yuzuha-chanのメッセージ、あっちも同じ問題にぶち当たってるみたいですね。
このままでは拉致が開かない。
やはりあの巨大な岩を何とかしなければ。
無理をするでない。
有能オペレーターにこう。
終わりだ。やっはっ。さあ、この刀に誓おう。はっ。だ。やっ。耐えてみせる。だ。やっ。だ。
この万学がいい。
フレームは一応。
この刀に誓おう。混沌を断ち切る。だ。プロ騎士、聞こえるか？
What is that stuff? Like...
私はあの岩こそが根源であると睨んでいる。これよりあの岩を切ってみる。
Should I do a sword beam? Wait, what? Why would you have Jufufu with the Obo squad? They have a stunner. They have Trigger. Why isn't it Trigger, Seed, and Soldier Zero? Oh, yeah, Mages. Forgot about her.
Orpus, 干渉はしておけ。聞いていない。
I mean, one attack might not work. Maybe multiple attacks will work. Just keep shooting.
あの岩壊そうとしてみたけどダメだったよ。
こちらも同じだ。
オボルシャン隊、まずはエーテリアスの鎮圧に専念だ。
見抜いてみせます。
お、楽しいね。一度狙おう頭。
Or is that you have to attack the orb? I don't know. Yeah, like I don't remember them mentioning the floating boulder before.
まさか私は幻を見ているのか。自分にも見えているであります。彼女が従えている宮妻の兵士までバッチリ。高濃度の宮妻が私たちのなんだっていい。たとえ肉体が朽ち果てよ。
どうした兵士だ。
言うな。
防衛軍情報部
オーバル小隊隊長。
君の成長を見せてくれ。オルペウス隊員、段数には気を配る。
命中クソったれのエーテリアスども、我々に入る。弾道を計算中。
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, no, yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
昔の君なら私が手を挙げた瞬間に反応していたはずだ。
いいそれだ。
今は目の前の敵に集中しろ。攻撃だ。
錯覚でありますか。エーテリアスの数が増えているような。爆速で増えてるね。このままではまずいです。全員踏ん張れ。たかがエーテリアスだ。押し切れだ。キレがない。
それでも君は一歩も引かないだろう。
I don't know why Jufufu is here. Like, she hasn't said a single word in like, why is she part of this party? One, she's not part of the squad, and then two, she's not really like she's not saying anything. Especially when you already have a stun unit. Like Jufufu and Trigger are both stun units. You only need one, so it's kind of weird that Jufufu would even be there, unless maybe they had. Maybe he has someone from the Yunkui Summit in every location, someone who can purify miasma just in case. I guess Banyu can do that because then, even though he's not technically a Yunkui Summit guy.
確かに数は多いです。
我が輩たちは
どれほど堅牢なこんな光景を見てるのが新エリートの未来。さあ皆さん。
Yeah, I mean, so is it going to be... Why is it not going? Come on, hurry up. I guess it's loading, but it's not loading. Pressing square and... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I guess I was doing a load of some sort.
このエーテリアス、キリがないね。大丈夫。でも、このままじゃやっぱり。でも春子、回復したばっかりなのにまた生命期を。これが唯一の道。
エーテリアスごときが僕の前に立つと
は。Okay, so what the fuck's the dog doing there? Can the dog even fight? Yeah, it does beg the question. Like, yeah, where were the disciples before? Like, why weren't they part of this before? But him not being there makes sense, because he was actually with Yishuan helping evacuate. But now the evacuation is mostly done. The people who would evacuate have, and the people who aren't are still there, but whatever. And then Zaos finished her bullshit, so I have no clue why the dog is here, but... Actually, no, maybe he was tracking us. Maybe the dog was there to track us.
安心してくれ。あそこには師匠はあの人の目の黒いうちは、そして僕の知る限り、春子、君ここのことは。
お兄ちゃん。ザオちゃんも一緒に。でもザオちゃん、それってつまり。
Oh shit! If we're getting Zao, then there's definitely going to be some big bad fight. That's why they're giving us another unit. If it was just going to be Zhao Guang, I'd be like, okay, maybe you're not going to have to be a hard fight. Although actually, technically, I guess we did have to fight, or we have to fight. We did have to fight Isolde with just Orphe. So they are fine giving us a boss fight where we only have one unit to fight with. Ah, this is pretty big. That is kind of annoying, the auto-targeting on this sometimes.
まるで大物のための舞台って感じだよ。
See, yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering. So if I just assumed, yeah, it has the same origin as the creator, so I just assumed the creator made it, but maybe they mean they're both from another dimension, maybe? Only the world of the creator can solve the problem that is created by worshippers of the creator. It's like, what are our biggest, our biggest enemies in this game have always been the creator, or the Ethereals, Hollow Raiders, and the Exaltants. Well, the Ethereals, if the creator brought the Ethereals in here, if the creator brought the Ethereals here, then you could say they're caused by him. Same for the Exaltists. The Exaltists are only being assholes because they're worshipping the creator, right? So it's just like, and then Hollow Raiders. Well, what are Hollow Raiders raiding? Hollows. How are Hollows created? Well, they were created by the the creator, maybe, by whoever created the Hollows. And since he's trying to make the world one big hollow, since he's trying to create one big hollow, it's not crazy to think that it's not crazy to think that it was also caused by creator. So basically, the three main enemies, the three main antagonists this game has, are all instigated and are exacerbated by the creator. So you're just like, oh no, the creator will create a world of peace. It's like, you realize most of the actual enemies that we fought are directly or indirectly tied to the creator. So it's like, it's not really that peaceful then.
ちミアスマの濃度が高いわ。行ってみましょう。
母の話ではミス・サンブリンガーはコーチのかけらを持って最初の拠点に現れたそうだよ。コーチで作った薬で侵食に苦しむ人を治療したらしい。それで領主様に迎えられたんだとか。
心を研ぎ澄ませば自在に。
我々はここまで来られたんだ。
Wait, Lord and Lady Sunbringer. I've only heard of the lady. Or are they both of them? Is it a couple that's collectively known as the Sunbringers?
エーテルの周波数が安定してきたね。じゃあ先を急ごう。この先のミアスマ濃度尋常じゃないよ。
Oh, another zone. Now I assume this is just I assume the only purpose of the zone is just to be one big arena, right? Because otherwise, another actual explorable zone is crazy because there's been like 3 new ones for this one patch. I doubt that it is, though. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like, here's a big arena. Kind of like where we fought Mevarak. It was just like, nah, it's just one big room. Oh, wow. It's the same little ball. Interesting. This does look very alien, though. So maybe it does kind of reinforce the idea that maybe... Actually, I guess they could be aliens rather than... I just assumed they were from another dimension, because that's how... I saw dark and stuff. That looks pretty evil. Okay, so I can't open up the menu. Or can't open the map, so this is a mapless area. It's probably just...
君たちがここに来ることは分かってた。
ロックスプリング。
あの方はもうすぐ目覚める。もちろん。
君って
黒枝のザオさん、隣にいるその2人と同じ。あの苦しみと無念を味わったことのある君なら、僕の側に。
I mean, I get it. Oh, you've chosen the wrong side. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, you think we've all chosen the wrong side. You think everyone fighting against you is choosing the wrong side. Yes, you don't have to tell each individual one of us who fights you that we're on the wrong side. We get it.
おあいにくさま。私、あなたは前に言ってたわよね。あの時あなたは。そのはずよ。私の知ってる。
That's the thing, though, is that, remember, he wants to protect humanity. He just is misguided in how, we get protected. He's like, you should hate the world because the world sucks, and you guys are proof of how, how we do this shit.
何言ってるの？
僕も昔知っての通り。ミス・サンブリンガーには
Oh, it's the big robot.
絶対に破ってはいけない高火力型戦闘用ボンブは決して非武装の人間。
Oh, is that what that's what they are? They're the Bangbus that are supposed to pilot these big mechs?
僕はそれを誇りとし。
Oh, so Sunbringer was a dude. Or maybe at least one of them was.
コマンドのコンフリクト。目標は非武装。コマンドがなんだ。今は非常時だ。コアの禁令だ。
子供に。
ロックスプリング。やめてくれ。老人の愛玩する目と僕の目がコマンドは僕に対し でもコアの禁令が僕を止める。僕は人類を守るために生まれ、つまり一人の主人はまだ動かない僕。
Oh, it's so stupid. Right? It's like anyone could clearly see that your master's a piece of shit, right? So again, it's like it's the basis of everything. Even his previous arguments, it basically boils down to, oh, well, because 1% of humanity sucks, let's wipe out all of humanity. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Just what? If you're gonna kill anyone, kill your master. Problem fucking solved. Oh, cool. Yeah, him. Exactly. If you're going to kill anyone, kill. Like that's the whole thing. Where it's like now he's like, oh, because of the existence of 1%, because we always have that 1% of assholes, you know. We should kill all humanity. No, just continue killing 1% of assholes, then. Just kill the assholes. Like, why do you have to kill everyone to stop the jerks? I mean, I find this stupid, right? You're incapable of governing yourself. What? We literally governed ourselves throughout in the entire history. You're just saying, oh, yeah, but you judge yourself, but like there's conflict and there's jerks. So therefore, because you're not able to, it's like it's the same basic principle. Oh, because you aren't able to do something perfectly, you shouldn't be able to do it at all. It's like what? How does that make any sense? And like, and it's the same kind of mentality, but like, if you can't do something perfectly, don't even bother. It's like, well, no, you should still try. I mean, childish reasoning. Your reasoning is childish. You're basically saying, well, because some people, no matter, like, because when humans rule themselves, there will always be a small subset that do bad things. Therefore, humans shouldn't rule themselves. Like what? Again, you're just saying because outliers exist, you know, you should. It's like, oh well, because even with murder being against the law, even with murder being illegal, because murder still exists, you might as well just get rid of the law. You know, the law clearly doesn't work. The law clearly doesn't stop murders. People still murder, so there's no point in the law. You might as well just get rid of the law. That's his basic mentality. Where it's like, yes, well, because the law doesn't stop all murder from happening, like any law that doesn't prevent the crime it's against, his mentality is like basically, yeah, any law that doesn't prevent all crime of that type should not exist. Because if it doesn't completely eliminate it, there's no real point. It's like, no, it does reduce the frequency of crime. That's what I find funny, right? Oh, because you don't know what good truly is. Do you know what good truly is? Clearly you don't. Yeah, they keep saying Lady Sunbringer, but they say his owner said. I mean, I guess she might have created them, but then he might have been part of a squadron, and the asshole dude might have been in charge of the squadron. Yeah, it's just like, you're just like, oh, well, because things suck, I'm just gonna rely on the savior. It's like, oh, you're just fearful of the unknown. It's like, you don't know anything. You don't know the world the creator's gonna bring. You're just believing that he's not gonna bring destruction based on words. You've never seen it. He's never done it before. The creator's never been successful before. You have no frame of reference. You're just saying this world sucks, so anything else will by default be better.
自分
君は全然わかっ
ロックスプリング、あんたがさっき言ってたよね。他人を犠牲にしてみんなの命と自由意志を犠牲にして、あんたはひいきに。
いや、僕は奴らとは違う。
私たちのロックスプリング、私は信じてるの。その日が来るまでにはきっと数えきれない。そのために私たちは悪の存在を受け入れないと。バラバラにするんじゃなくて、だって始まりのある
結局君たちも僕の
創造主って。
そうさ、デタラメだよ。でも僕は
ロックスプリング、あなたはだからあなたが今してることの一切は人類を私も何度も逃げ出したことがある。でもね、それは選択じゃ。ロックスプリング、
もう道は君たちは光を作り出すこと。
Oh, we gonna fight his, interesting.
ロックスプリング、きっと何か別の方法があるはずだよ。
これが唯一で最善なんだ。あの巨大な眉が見えるくらい。あれはずっとラマニアンフォローのミヤズマを吸収している。もうすぐ孵化するだろう。その時全てが証明される。
冷たき光、雲を照らせ。雪を重ねる。このまま水平をキープ。暁を照らしなさい。天に立つ雪明かり。剣が邪悪を打ち、この意は天をしのぐ。
Just stab him. Yeah, it just looks so alien. Look at
情けは無用だよ。さっきの時間稼ぎ。
Yeah, everything looks so foreign. Is that what it was? Maybe it was an alien landed on the planet ages ago. So maybe the King Ming sword is made out of the same material. So there's gonna be another fight, I guess.
大丈夫。ただ、まさかこれがなんとかして。これ以上無理は禁物。
ザオちゃんの言う通りだよ。
もう見て、これに実体なんてね。それに探してる。リン、ザオちゃん、どういう意味？ただお腹が痛くなるって分かってても。
春子、
危ない。春子、どうして。ダメ。これが私の選択。私が一番の器って言うなら、ずっとここに。
I see, he's just gonna kill us.
ええ、一緒に 消えましょう。
Oh, shit.
ダメ、シュンコ。そんなことしたらあんたまで消えちゃう。
What? You think she doesn't aware? She isn't aware of that? You think she wasn't aware that stabbing herself with the King Sword would fuck her up?
でもこれしか方法がないの。始まりの主と生命圏の力の起源は同じ。だからこそわかるの。それはとてつもなく強大で確かなもの。この形のない力には勝てない。だから私が器になって自分を終わらせなきゃ。これしか勝つ道はない。君の命と引き換えなんてそんなの勝ちじゃない。ザオちゃん、リン、早く逃げて。これ以上誰にも傷ついてほしくないの。シュンコを置いてけない。諦めないで。きっと別の方法があるから。
I mean, I would get Alice. Alice is, I think Alice is stronger. She was released later, so it's not surprising that there was power creep. But she's really good for farming because she starts with her gauge completely filled. She works well with other anomaly units better. I think she's. I would pick her if I had to pick. If you want to make your house stronger, obviously Jane is hotter. Alice is cute as well, but Alice is very strong. And but then again, Jane also has the swimsuit, so that's a hard. Well, actually, no, I guess technically both of them have swimsuits.
あなたに出会えて本当に良かった。
I mean, they all will be rewriting fairly often. Like, I just get the one you want. Oh, I see it escapes back into the thing. But yeah, so if it's between Jane and Alice, I would pick Alice because he's definitely pretty strong, and she can trigger disorder by herself. I think doing her burst, doing her ultimate, and also doing her fully charged attack does disorder damage, which is a huge chunk of damage. And obviously, she works good with other units as well. But yeah, Alice, it just makes it easier to farm and shit. Oh, wait 1 sec. I need to something has come up. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so it's back on.
私たちの幸福はいつだって私たちが決めるわ。
人類のなんと愚かな
ミアズモが吸収される。
何これ。
まさか
その身で味わうがいい絶望。
No, she's hot.
急に強くなったよ。まだ長くは持たないかも。最後まで諦めない。絶対に。
剣が邪悪を打ち、この岩天をしのぐ。雲岳山陽春光、我が剣で名門を断つ。
何かしてくるよ。みんな気をつけて。
鬼火隊長たちからあの岩を攻撃していると連絡があった。そちらの助けになるといいけれど。持ちこたえてくれ。
はい。そい、あの目障りな岩を砕け。
兵士よ、火力を上げろ。
I mean, aren't those soldiers powered by a miasma? Wouldn't that be empowering the rock?
よし、岩への攻撃が効いている。
It's interesting too because the strings themselves look like the strings from the puppet creature we fought in Hollow Zero.
人の意志には勝てっこないわ。
今みんなが全力で岩を壊している。持ちこたえてくれ。
どれほど醜くこの世界はまだ救われる価値があります。
我らの任務は完了した。あとは英雄に託そう。これは私たちだけの戦いじゃない。みんなの力と意志でここまで来れたのよ。このみんなもう少し頑張って。あとちょっとだよ。
Oh yeah, yeah. Is Sarah gonna pick it up? Is it gonna absorb the power of it or whatever? Or like... Yeah, I'd be worried about having that thing too close to her.
生命圏の力を吸収してる。この力を真に掌握しなきゃ勝てない。また生命圏を使うつもり？いいの、リン。私はもうためらわない。忘れたとしても何度だって思い出してみせるわ。震えるほど怖くても友達の前に立ち続ける。何度倒されたって立ち上がって最後までもがく。私たちは何度だって暗闇から這い上がってみせるわ。神様なんていらない。私たちは手を取り合って。
She really just smiled. Yeah. Die or something? Oh, okay, well, let's come back to normal. Interesting. Huh, so it is kind of interesting, because, like, obviously those boulders look super fucking suspicious, right? They look super alien. So it's like, huh, interesting.
お疲れ、ザオちゃん。それに、リン。
春光もお疲れ様。体の調子はどう？さっきの生命圏の反応
感じたの。最後の瞬間、この剣と私の関係。前は生命圏が一方的に渡。
And that is the thing too. Like, it could be that like the issue isn't like it's trying to. It's not like it's trying to kill you. It's just that you're just not strong. I mean, it's too powerful. But realistically, the idea is that if you were powerful enough to resist the two forces clashing, you'd be perfect, right? And hell, if you could even use the power of those two, like basically, it's the power of the two forces clashing that just blasts your own body. It travels through you and fucks you up. But if you're able to divert that force into your own usage, right? Turn that destructive power into something that can screw you over. You can use against the enemy, then problem solved.
でも今やっと分かった。生命圏の力が手の中を流れてるのをはっきり感じるの。もしかすると生命圏と
I mean, it also could be that the power that was absorbed from the Kingming Sword was the power of the Creator. So Sarah was absorbing that Creator power back. So right now the good force has overpowered the bad force, right? Because the whole issue of the sword is just the two forces were equal and were constantly fighting against each other, and the clashing of that power was what was screwing over the user, right? But if Sarah was able to absorb a lot of that bad force from the Creator to empower themselves, now the sides might not be equal, and the good force in the sword has overpowered the bad force. And so at this point, the clash between them is not really much of a clash because the good force is, easily able to suppress the bad one. But yeah, it could be that, because you didn't master it, because you're not able to manipulate the flow of energy properly, that's why you were taking damage to your soul. And if you were able to master it properly, or, I don't know, it could be a bit of both. It could be that she's mastered it, and so even if they were equal still, it also could be that the equilibrium between the two forces has been broken, and that's why you're able to have a little bit of reprieve.
でも、春子。
ごめんね。実はさっき始まりの主を捕まえた時、そこは果てしなく続く暗闇で もしかしたら自分が選んだ道だってこともその時だった。その声が暗闇を切り
But that was the interesting thing too, is that so the miasma strings that were empowering her, we did actually fight a puppet in Hollow Zero, which had these strings come out of this, void, which was like controlling this puppet thing. And when we beat it, the puppet then goes back into the void, being pulled by those strings. It looked very reminiscent to that, which is another reason why I kind of thought maybe the creator was an extra-dimensional entity that was reaching through the barrier between dimensions. But yeah, it is kind of curious too, the power that we had. I don't get why we were also called devil children too. That's what I find a little odd, right? Devil children. Like, was it all of us at the academy? Was it just us and our brother, or was it a certain subset of people?
後で打ち上げの準備もちゃんとしなきゃ。みんな始まりの主の置き土産かな。お化けでも見たような顔。
Obviously, it's Carol, right?
Senseiは一体独り言をつぶやいてる感じじゃなさそうだね。ザオちゃんの言う通り。
無限の可能性、あなたたちは間違ってる。おとなしい。エリ両手を地にす。って何す。
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, she could have been it could have been one of those things where she could have been resisting it, but because she was just there at ground zero, it could be that she was set up, and in her attempts to mitigate the problem, it could be that the creator would have fully escaped 11 years ago, but because of what she did, she was able to just mitigate it to that catastrophe, right? And so while she might blame herself, right? While she might blame herself and say, "Oh man, I caused the catastrophe." It's like, yeah, you caused the catastrophe to prevent the creator from being fully unleashed through the cause of an even greater catastrophe. Or are we the creator's children? Are we the creator's children? Are we actually children of the creator? Are we supposed to be? Interesting. Yeah, so it seems like there's more to us than meets the eyes. I thought we were just kind of experimented on or whatever. I thought we were just experimented on and given eye implants and stuff like that as part of the academy shit, but there might be more. I mean, I do know that we did help heal Vivian using some weird powers, but we're also in the hollow, so I'm just like, is it? Are we able to use the hollow? Or maybe absorb ether or something like that? Which is not super crazy in and of itself, but anyway, we'll see. Obviously, this is probably setting up for the next season where we learn more. So I'm curious. So Sarah is now probably properly gone. Creator's been resealed, I guess. So then, who's gonna be the big bad? Best bet would obviously be Tops and Krampus. Tops, Krampus, the mayor. Will be a power struggle between the rich and famous. Well, maybe remnants of the Exaltus still exist. I mean, he's basically echoing what the Templars from Assassin's Creed say. Templars are like, humans need to be controlled. Humans will only find happiness when a strong leader dictates what they do.
僕が目にしてき人類浅い。
あ
の時。
そうだけど、それが何？今さら何もかも。
いや、むしろ感謝したいぐらい。
ちょっと何言ってるのかわからないや。まあいいけどね。あの計画には何の影響。
いつかだが、ミス・サンブリ新エリートの空を漂う理想郷よ。
しょうがないから次の。さあ、新エリートよ。妖怪様の凱旋。
Oh, interesting.
泣いて喜ぶがいい。
Huh. Yokai are obviously Japanese demons. So Miyabi's sword supposedly has something to do with. You would think it has to do with a yokai, so kind of interesting. So presumably that's obviously referencing what's going to be the next patch. I mean, not the next patch, but the next patch will probably be epilogue stuff. But it's kind of describing what the arc for season 3 will be. Yokai, I guess.
プロ騎士、そんなお礼を言わなきゃいけないのは私たちの方っていう。自分でめちゃくちゃにしたもん。
でもそれじゃあザオちゃん。
そうよね。トップスから直々にもらった。もし失敗ってことに。いいの気にしないで。前に春光ちゃんが選択を。そっか。でも手伝えることが分かったよ。ザオちゃん先輩。
長騎兵の一件が片付いた。
じゃあ、私に何かしてほしい。お返しか。ただ働きは死んでも。ダイヤちゃんがこだまり。ザオちゃん先輩が照れてる。万学先生も見て。こだまりって言っ。
I assume it's the mayor, right? Oh no, it's him. I thought we were already back at Phaluma Heights. I thought we were with our brother.
春光ならそばにいる。
急な連絡ですまない。まず。
Oh, it was the mayor. Okay, so I was right. I think yeah, the mayor was calling us.
深く感謝したい。英飛地区のため。そして、今回の危機における君の輝かしい活躍を鑑み。
でも別に私一人の功績ってわけじゃない。
Yeah, okay. So I did hear about that. You know, that she was giving him a Void Hunter. I didn't realize it was gonna be like this official. I thought it was just. You know. I thought she already had the title because of the sword, but apparently now it seems like it is purely a title for strong or valiant people.
生命権に関する詳しい以上の理由から
私も春光が移ろがり。
私は
その返事が聞けたこと。
なんだかこんな私が。でも移ろがりとして
春光もどんどん。
とにかく。
ザオ、正しければあなた黒枝の誇る上昇腐敗。
そうなの。どんな処遇でも黒枝からの除名だって。
そう結論を急がないでちょうだい。
And that's also dumb. It's like, oh, if you want to kick me out, that's fine. It's like, what? Failing one mission is. There's no way failing one mission would be reason to expel them from the organization.
残念だけど。客観的に言うとね。今のゾウそれに。だから。
ゾウ。あなたのこと。
I bet she's gonna say, "You've really pleased me." I bet she's actually gonna be happy. That she's.
安心してザオ。あなたの10日交換至上主義。
Yeah.
私。
It did see because, like, from what she said, the person who was recommending her stuff does actually like her.
今回の任務が 講師の老人たちとはいえ、
それって
いいこと？ザオ。クランプスの黒枝が中その他のことは。
Yeah, because that was the whole thing. Is that so? The Kingwing sword is obviously a very powerful sword. So is Tailless, and which Miyabi has, and Miyabi is a Void Hunter. So it is kind of curious when she says Void Hunter weapons. We're all. Oh, have we seen them before? Is this the first time we've actually seen the name? Can't remember.
楊春光君、人々には
光栄です。
では、楊春光。
私、ある時、当時の私はその意味がでも街角から瓦礫のそばでもしかしたらこの世界は今
Oh, he no longer looks as evil.
でもどこか遠くだからそんなかすかな光たちがずっと流されるままに戦ってきたわ。だって私たちは死んでるから。
Why is she Soldier 11? Back hiding behind. Look, the people who are ranged fighters are closer to the fight than she is. Although maybe it's because she's the flamethrower, she's moving out of the way. But even still, the fucking sniper is closer to it, to the thing than the melee fighter.
私たちは決して人だから私今この瞬間から
よく言ってくれた。それではシーリートに。
ようやく悟った。なぜ僕は傲慢だった。彼女の優しさとは疑全くの間違いだった。あれはそんなもの闇の深さを知りながらそれでもなお光を抱くことを選ぶ。
Yeah, because honestly, like that's kind of what the mark of a hero is, courage, right? That's why in Legend of Zelda, you don't have wisdom, you don't have the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Power. No, you have the Triforce of Courage, and that's what makes you the best hero. And it could be that it's the Kingwing Sword has always been looking for the people with the qualities of a hero.
何はともあれ物語は幕を閉じ、英七区に平穏がもた通り、世界が争いと醜さに満ちてても仲間との信頼、見知らぬ人のちょっとした善意、絶望を前にして心に燃え上がる勇気の炎。こういう小さなつながりがいつか大きな奇跡になって落ちそうな時、手をしっかり掴んでくれる。
うん。
Oh, okay. So he's no longer an edgy boy. He's no longer wearing his black clothes. Like I saw him not wearing it in his cutscene. I was just curious if that was just for it to disguise himself. But it seems like this just he's back to normal now.
春子、死として。はい。
僕も
お兄ちゃん、
ここを離れて。
お兄ちゃん、
大丈夫。うつろ狩りの星見雅がこうした武具の中にはそうした秘密を探り、春子かつて、そして春子、君の経験してきた。ただ
お兄ちゃん、
本当だろうな。そうだ、雲岳山の未来、災難を前にして白卓なる存在が現れ、そして白卓のそばには特別な一連の出来事を通して思ったのですが、この白卓、あなたたち二人、
私が、
ええ、
I mean, we didn't pull her out. She was going to kill them both. We didn't pull her out. So it's hard to say. It's like, yeah, maybe she would have killed herself, but maybe that wouldn't fix anything, right? Maybe the miasma would have left and still gone and resurrected Sarah, but then Xiao Guang would be dead, and we would have been fucked. So, hard to say. But even if she, her plan might have failed spectacularly if it wasn't for us being able to rescue her.
さて、さらばだ。
白徳、それに運命。
そう、別に悪い気はしないけど。
運命ねえリン、もう一人のひねくれたものの見方を続けてると純粋な行為でも呪いじゃなくて奇跡。私は本当にいいこともだからこそやっとわかった。うつろがりとしては私頑張ってやり遂げてありがとう。
Yeah, this is a long fucking patch. This is like a 4 to 5 hour patch.
これあんなに大勢の人の前で、それにしてもガーデニングショップのいい顔。そっか、
未来がどうなるかはわかんないけど、思い出にいつまでもずーっと。
リン、大好き。あなたと過ごした時間は生命圏の副作用がこの眩しく輝いてた日々を私の人生に。時間だわ。
It also could be that now she's able to like survive with it and has mastered it. Because it could be that the problem is that when you're fighting against the clash of those two forces, you usually have the sword before you're really ready, and so your soul has already been worn down. So before you have the opportunity to master it, you're usually like destroyed by that point. And so it could be that now she has a reprieve. It could be like poison, whereas you're able to like deal with the clashing powers at a small dose, and you're able to build up a resistance or a method of actually countering it. She might never experience the effects again, right? Hard to say, obviously.
ありがとう。じゃあね。
Oh, she's still not gonna chill here? I thought me as a title. Okay. Which is basically the entire thing. The whole point was that we would oh, our hands are glowing. Oh no. We're an edgy boy.
元にリン、やはり病院で見てもらおうか。
それよりじゃあお互い
It's not that serious. I mean, I just had a random headache and my hand started glowing. That's normal, right? Like, who doesn't have that happen every now and then? Like, there's nothing serious. You know, this thing we've never seen before ever in all of humanity? Yeah, probably not. That's fine.
旧友よ、
君は見だが、私は知っている。あれが作り出された死者である。まるで根絶の叶わない腫瘍のようだよ。明らかに私たちは試されている。粗雑にだが、雲岳生命圏の剣士が素晴らしい旧友よ。だが
Okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. All done. Finally. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Yeah, 2.5 hours. I know I took a little break in between, so... Ah, Jesus. Okay. Hey, come on, finally myself again. Cool. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I will probably be on later, either more Final Fantasy or I might do more Digimon Story Time Stranger. That was pretty fun. I'm looking forward to kind of playing more of that. Especially as I unlock more things. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.